In today's episode, we are once again getting closer to taking the EG down to Florida to make its first ever 11-second pass. Today, we're gonna be test fitting slicks to set the ride height, playing with flat foot shifting, torque mounts, and taking it out for some testing down in Mexico, of course. Once again, the next video is already live for members of the Boosted John YouTube channel. Consider clicking the link in the pinned comment down below. Shout out to Robert Gunville and Gavin Pergil for being the newest members of the Boosted John YouTube channel. With that said, let's get started. Dobre maso ano. Good meat, yes. Good morning, boys. Welcome back to another video. I finally did the big deed and I ordered my slicks and I am so excited to get them in. The only thing is, when they come in, I'm sure my car is going to be too low to fit them on the front. Today's mission is to raise the ride height and get the EG ready for slicks. Now, how am I going to do that without knowing how the slicks fit? I have an idea in mind and might just work.
It's quite rocky, talk like Foxy, job like Roxy, spark that broccoli. I got a bunch of dollars, I can spend them on her.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. How many passes do you get on a set of slicks?
Quite a bit. If you take care of them, they got like little tread marks in them.
Okay, so like kind of once those are gone, you know.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You'll know. With how fast you're gonna go, you get 1,000 passes.
Dude, sun came out. Let's go. I knew this was gonna be a good day. I just did. I already knew. Man, I'm excited. Thank you, Mark, for the slicks. Let's go get them on the car. I have the slicks, like you guys saw, obviously in the 8th gen. I want to test fit them on the EG so that I can set the ride height. When I set the ride height on the EG before, man, I went fitment mode. You can't even fit fingers in here. I drive like that. It's beast, dude. I love it. It looks super good, but unfortunately, slicks for sure will not fit with this ride height. Overinflated them quite a bit. They're at like 14.5 PSI. They would normally be around like 8. Mark was recommending about 8 PSI when we're gonna do a pass, which means that right now they're going to stand a lot taller, which is what I want, because when I go to do my burnout, they're going to expand a lot during the burnout and I don't want them hitting the fender. I have them pretty inflated. Let's mock this one up and see how it looks. Then we can get a rough idea for how high we need to make the car. It's like a monster truck wheel. All right, we gotta go up at least 1.5 inches. Also, something I didn't tell you guys yet, I don't think. I actually ordered this exact set. Like this wheel, this color, this tire. This is exact size. This is the exact setup that's gonna go on the car. I didn't know that Mark had the exact same color. I didn't know he got silver too. That's kind of funny. So now we're gonna see exactly how my slicks are gonna look on my EG when they come in.
God dang, dude, that's some meat.
Dude, that looks super beast. I'm so glad that I chose to go with silver. I was like so back and forth on the wheel color. I was gonna go black just cause like front lip is black, exhaust is black, right? Like I have some black accents, you know, the Koenig sticker is black, right? Ooh, maybe black would be sick up front and then I have the silvers in the rear, at least when I'm drag racing. But then I was like, dude, it'd be even cooler if just all my wheels matched in color. Dude, this car looks beast. Also in the rear, while I have the wheels off and while we're playing with the suspension, I'm gonna go ahead and throw in these new adjustable upper camber arms. God, when you guys see what is going on in the rear of my EG with the upper camber arms, you're going to shit bricks. Boosted John Album of the day is going to be Fornem by Chief Keef.
Waiting for the sunshine. Waiting for the sunshine. Ooh, waiting for the sunshine. Waiting for the sunshine. Ooh, waiting for the sunshine. Waiting for the sunshine. Ooh.
Oh, dude, it's way too high, right? Way too high, right? Did I go lower? Maybe? I just sent Mark a couple of pictures of the car at this ride height, and I obviously don't, I've never done a burnout on slicks before. I've seen someone do a burnout on slicks before, but I still don't necessarily know how much the slick is gonna expand during the burnout. I sent him some pictures, and I asked him if I could go like a ½ inch lower here. I think it would just look so much better if it was a little lower, especially because the car is gonna be on the street tires most of the time. But obviously when we get to the track, I just want it to be a quick jack the car up, throw on the slicks, go make some passes. So it needs to accommodate both. Function over form here today, boys. We're gonna go a ½ inch lower, show you guys how it looks very soon. Woo! Yeah. Oh, that is beast. That's the height. Oh, that's gangster, dude. Now that we know fitment's fire, I'm gonna turn it down to like 8 PSI and see what it looks like. That's 9 PSI. That's so dope. Dude, that looks so beast. The EG, the full Send Turbo Civic, is growing up so fast. It brings a tear to my eye. God, look around slicks, dude. Woo! Never thought I would see the day. Been saying it for years. I need slicks, boys, and I finally got them. Well, those aren't mine, but mine are coming. I ordered them. They're on the way. They'll be here soon. Exact same set, so it's gonna look and fit exactly the same when they get here. God, they make me want to get the wide fenders. I can't wait to show you guys what's going on in there with the camber arms. Yikes. You guys are gonna get a better look at it once I get it out, but you can already see this is some sketchy shit that me and my buddy Caleb did back in the day. Yeah, we did some sketchy shit back here, but we're gonna fix that today. And we're gonna obviously raise this. I'm gonna go 0.75 back here since I only ended up going an inch overall in the front, and we should be pretty mint. Dude, this shit back here is so corroded. I remember when I did this in the summer, my God. This death contraption right here. This is an OEM upper control arm for this car, upper camber arm, with a nut welded to it, with a heim joint threaded into that nut, and then a nut locking the heim joint in place. This heim joint is nowhere near as thick as it should be. So as you saw, it was spaced out with like those zinc washers. This is super sketchy. It just is. It held, it worked, but it's time to do this legit. Key here is you want to put the bolt facing down, so that way if the nut ever falls off, at least the bolt doesn't fall out of the suspension. You know, gravity, like if the bolt was on the bottom side and the nut came off, the bolt could just slide out. Wheel just needs to go back on, but I wanted to show you guys first. Everything is looking mint in there. And you know what? I initially was thinking that one of the bolt holes on the chassis side was messed up. Turns out all 4 are good. Those like zinc ones back there. So everything is good. We're all good. Let's cross this one off the checklist at this point. We got 2 to cross off the checklist, actually. Check it out. Raise ride height, rear upper camber arms. Boom! We're gonna add one thing to it. It's gonna be torque mounts. Torque mounts. ECU, loom did that. I didn't show you guys that, but I loomed it. Said so far. Now we only have a couple more things to do before we can take the EG out for some full throttle pulls in Mexico, of course. Day 2, torque mounts and flat foot shifting. This is gonna be fun. Grand side torque mount is in, not bolted to the chassis. I don't have the actual torque mounts yet, but I will get them soon. The driver's side is going to be a little bit more of a project. It's gonna be a pain to make fit, but I can definitely do it. I rotated the exhaust forward as much as possible, so I might have enough room to get a bolt in there on the bottom side. I'm gonna have to clearance like most of this and probably cut off this side of the mount. Basically just chop all that off. So I'll have 3 bolt holes holding it in. I'll basically shave everything down and then it hopefully will fit. If it still doesn't fit, that's an L, but I'll have it ready to go for another time when I can make changes and hopefully make it fit, but I'll try my best. Rob just got here. We're gonna film some rollers and then come back to this and take this thing out for a rip tonight. Interesting, I don't know if you guys were able to hear that, but the car was breaking up during the rollers and it seems like the car has like a rev limiter right now at like 4,000 RPM. I was just kind of like getting into it and then every time it would just go like ba 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 at 4K. I have no idea why. The only thing that I've changed since I drove it last was installing that torque mount and unplugging the clutch switch. And the clutch switch isn't even wired to anything. Like it never was. So it should not have done anything. Ouch. I'm drilling a hole in something that I shouldn't drill a hole in.
Are you wearing safety glasses?
Of course. Oh, that sucks.
What happened?
I yeeted my thumb into the drill bit.
Are you bleeding?
Soon I will be.
Okay, get out from under there. Soon
Look,
I will.
I made a corkscrew.
Oh my god, what the f***? John! You just f***ed up the whole thing.
Yeah.
What do you have to say about that, John?
I was doing something dangerous and dumb, and if you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
Don't try this at home, kids.
That's a stupid prize right there.
That's a really dumb prize.
It actually ain't that bad. It is a mere surface scratch.
Tis but a scratch?
Just put a scratch for a mere mortal.
Hiccups
But
are
this
really
thing's dicked, so that sucks. I've been messing with the clutch switch for a very long time. Everything is wired up and theoretically should work. I'm honestly not too confident in it. I've never done this before. I don't know if I did any of the wiring correctly. We'll find out very shortly here. We're pulling onto the highway. If it works, I'll show you guys what I did. If it didn't work, it's back to the drawing board. No clutch switch, no flat foot shifting. Just want to see if it's gonna boost cut or like set that rev limiter again. I think it's safe to say we're good on that.
Jesus Christ.
We try a little FFS, flat foot shift.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, I'm gonna turn the switch on. So it should be active now.
No?
Did not work.
Damn.
Did not work. That's a bummer.
Oh, man. Back to the drawing board, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. That sucks, dude. Who needs flat foot shifting, dude?
Dude.
Who needs it?
At this point, it's just a handicap.
Woo!
Feels great, though.
Oh, dude. Dude, I spun third. That's insane. Like,
All right.
dude, who wants it? This semi?
This semi wants it, bro.
You think so, dude? I don't think you want it. I don't think. Oh, I gotta check engine light. I wonder what it's for. VTEC solenoid valve circuit voltage high. So it's a VTEC issue.
So,
Sometimes when I had this issue in my 8th gen, it was just a bad VTEC solenoid.
Oh.
Dude, you know what it might be?
what?
I have an idea. I'm gonna pull over here.
All right, bet. You have no tools.
No, we don't need any tools.
Are you gonna unhook it?
No. I actually think you were the one who said that this is a bad idea.
And what was a bad idea? I forgot that you put that on there.
Yeah, we'll have to tell him. I'll tell you guys about this in a few minutes when we get back.
Oh, it went away. I called it! Dude, that is
Dude.
hysterical.
That is actually really funny. All right, we'll see you guys back at the garage. Cruise until we get back there.
Yeah.
So you're not missing anything. But I gotta tell you guys what was causing that check engine light. You're gonna be mind blown. So this right here is what I took off of the VTEC solenoid. This is what's known as a VTEC solenoid cap, or just like a cover. It's just a cosmetic item to make your ugly VTEC solenoid look a little bit better. Well, this one has a little bit of a secret mod done to it because my friend Mark drilled a hole in this and put a key ring on it and was like, all right, this is gonna be a keychain. All right, we're gonna use this as a keychain, right? So it's gonna dangle here. I was like, all right, not a good idea because it's just so big. Like no one wants to carry this around in their keys. And then I was like, I'll just run it for a test run and see how it functions as a keychain. And I actually was just standing there, I looked down at it and I was like, oh, dude, if you had this hanging from your belt line and you could just like, say you took like your valve cover bolts off, you could just like drop them in here and it would be like a little bolt holder. Well, my next development idea on this product was to add a magnet to the bottom to hold your bolts. And it kind of worked, just not a great product idea overall. So I ended up just using it as a VTEC solenoid cap on this engine and I figured, hey, it's got a magnet on it, so it's gonna stay attached to the engine. And if I want to take it off, I just pop it off. I think that this magnet was throwing that code because I think it was affecting the solenoid. We'll find out, but I did 2 really hard rips on the way back actually off camera. We stopped filming, but I had to test to see if the check engine light was gonna throw again, and it didn't. Flat foot shifting didn't work. I tried. I don't even know if I'm gonna take the time to get it working right now, honestly, before going to Florida. I feel like I should be shifting fast on my own before I start relying on flat foot shifting as a crutch, or what did you say, Rob, a handicap?
A handicap.
Yeah, right. On a drag strip, it's a different story. I need to be like fast from 1 to 2, and then from 2 to 3, I need to be quick. I need to get good at it on my own before I start adding crutches.
I have an idea. So
What?
I think we should probably add the actual like manual like gas and brake pedal for this thing to the list, so we can get that ready.
We should do. In the EG, I've always had an automatic brake pedal, so it's a super wide brake pedal, and it sits really close to my clutch pedal. And if you don't know how to drive it right, you'll constantly hit the brake with your left foot as you're clutching in, and it's so terrifying. I have all the old pedals from the EK. I have the full pedal set. I'm gonna make sure that these are compatible with this car, and we're going to most likely install actual manual pedals into the EG, finally, for the first time. Look at this engine bay. I did all this with an automatic brake pedal.
Are we
I think
putting
we're
that?
gonna take clutch switch off. Where was that? Clutch switch.
Yeah, clutch
we're gonna
switch
take
right
that
there.
off. Axles, I'm taking that off. I just need to remember to get to bring an extra set. Manual pedals. Cool. Alright guys, I'm absolutely destroyed. I'm so tired. I think it's about 11 o'clock and I went to the gym at 7 in the morning today. Should be going earlier. Been going to the gym Monday through Friday, like 7 in the morning. Coming home, having a solid breakfast pretty much every day, eggs and bacon, protein shake. Then I start my day. Today, I got a bunch done. Tons of stuff done actually. Check this out. Look at my list for today. Gym, laundry, edit, self-care, went to the garage, uploaded. I did the clutch switch, it didn't work, so we'll like half cross it off. I messed with the torque mounts, that's what I wanted to do. Shot rollers, fix Rob's taillights, and I did edit, but this morning, so not at night, so I guess I didn't. Almost a perfect record today, but very close. Unfortunately, the clutch switch did not work. I wish I showed you guys how I had it wired up so that you guys could maybe give me some advice on how to wire it, but let me try showing you guys I drew the wiring diagram. I'm gonna close out this video and then the very last thing is going to be an explanation of my wiring on the clutch switch. Those of you that are interested in trying to help me figure this out, stick around. Those of you that aren't, this is the end of the video. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for watching. Again, the vlogs have been super fun. This one was extra fun with Rob and Nick coming over. Thank you guys for coming through. It was super fun hanging out with you guys. Once again, I don't know what the next video is going to be, but it is already live on my channel for members only. If you'd like access to that video, click on the link in the pinned comment down below. It's going to be the first comment on the video. And as I always say, let's remember to plan, commit, execute, and attain our goals. Bye. All right, wiring diagram, guys. Let me show you. So, here's the wiring diagram. These are my pedals. So, you have clutch, brake, and gas. I have my clutch switch grounded, and then the other wire is going to a three-way switch, or at least it's a switch with 3 prongs on it. The 3 prongs on the switch say ground, A, and plus. Ground, I did nothing with. I have the clutch switch going to A, and then I have another wire running from plus all the way over to the ECU, and it's spliced into pin D2 for the brake switch. So the brake switch, I assume, has a wire that runs from the brake switch to pin D2 on the ECU, and then I'm just spliced into it. So the wire for the brake switch is still hooked up, and then I just strip back some insulation and I just wrap that wire around it. So that's how I have it set up. Hopefully this makes sense to someone that knows what's going on here, and let me know. This switch, by the way, is just like, it's just a switch where like you obviously turn it on or off, and that's it. There's a little light on it. I didn't ground it, so I assume the light doesn't work for that reason. I don't exactly understand what's going on here, but I don't know. That's how these are the exact symbols that are on this switch. So it's like it looks like a ground symbol, an A, and a plus. And this is how I have it wired up. Let me know. Oh, and I assume the brake switch is grounded somewhere. That's it.